That's the beauty of the living in a city. You always wake up with the roosters and the dogs. Beautiful rooster. Well, that's the thing, you see. You're not going to be able to think clearly, like never. You're going to be listening to the dogs or the roosters. All your life are going to be reduced to the level of the dog or the rooster. You're going to be thinking less. You're going to be able to analyze less because you're going to be listening what the rooster want to say in the morning or what the dog want to say in the morning. So they're going to be dictating your lifestyle. So you're going to be living the rooster and a dog lifestyle.
Check it out. Beautiful morning. Papaya and raw cacao.
Beautiful sunny day.
I see my neighborhood cafeteria is open. That's a very nice sign also. So life is back.
I guess only one. Wait till tomorrow, it's gonna be enough for me to get. Okay. Well, so we get one beautiful papaya. Well, that's my daily routine. I get over here, get my papaya, and then like 5 minutes from here is my beautiful beach. So yeah, last days here in Cagayan. But I guess this kind of the lifestyle, it's like for me is universal. Either I'm here, either in another place, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Getting beautiful fruits and going to the beach. So I guess I'm gonna be able to get maybe a few hours of the pure sunshine. I'm gonna go for my small place with my beautiful boat. I think for each another person who needs kind of aesthetic pleasant views will understand me why I'm going for this place. A beautiful small boat, more or less clean beach. Well, guys, you asked me what is a daily HG, daily high grade. Whoa, sand is so hot. I'm gonna dig the hole so I can stand here. Yep. Well, this is it. This is a daily high grade lifestyle. I get my beautiful papaya. I'm gonna go for the swim, exercise. Well, and that's it. And that's gonna be my major accomplishment by the day. I have beautiful views and beautiful fruit, and of course sun exposure. I'm gonna produce my vitamin D, so I'm gonna keep myself healthy, my immune system strong. The only thing which I would like to change is just the beach. As good Cagayan is, and Cagayan is of course not a touristy place. I will say in the HG rating from 1 to 10, Cagayan will be around maybe 3 because the beaches are not so well maintained. But this place delivers me more or less quality time, except of the garbage, of course, which I can't kind of accept and take and gonna say that that's okay, that's nothing much. It is. And if you come here over first time, you're gonna be just a shock. But with time, you get used to that, and of course the quarantine time. I just have no other choice. It is what it is, you know. I just use the best what I can have in this moment. So I'm gonna change the beach, yeah. Maybe Camiguin, maybe Davao, maybe Panglao back. I spent 3 months in Panglao. Beautiful white beaches. But I want to explore other places. That's my goal. I want to see and understand which place can deliver me like the best bouquet of the clean nature, good food, and a good internet connection. As always, as I'm working in internet, I need to have this fast internet connection. So there is so many small beautiful islands, but there is no sufficient internet connection. But I'm gonna check them little by little so I can figure out where I can stay a little bit longer, like for the half year, maybe year, maybe 2 or 3. I'm gonna see. But for the moment, for today, and that's a rule in life, guys, you must make that you feel good today, not tomorrow, not next year or wherever. Today, like small accomplishment, because you see, tomorrow may never come, you never know. So feel happy, feel content today, and I try to do that each day. So I do my daily chores in the morning, maybe till 11. I work with internet. I have few hours in the beach, and then I go to the city, or I'm gonna go back to my projects and work with my internet projects. Well, guys, you can ask me the questions, because my channel is just a very new one. I just began, and well, yeah, gonna grow it very little by little, step by step. But at the same time, if you have some questions, send them in, or Instagram, or in Facebook. I will give the Facebook page link, Instagram link in my YouTube channel where is about me, so we can keep in touch. Well, we can have this discussion even if we are like 10-20 people. It's okay, we can begin this discussion, and well, just enjoy the conversation if we have something to say. I remember I was watching one very good movie about Gentleman Club, like 200 years ago. People was gathering in gentleman clubs and was keeping the silence, just reading the newspapers, enjoying some smoke, some drink, and nearly no discussions, like social gathering without any discussion. Well, we can think that, you know, this privacy and isolation is just a recent thing. No way. People was dealing with this community stuff from beginning of the mating communities, thousands upon thousands years ago. And of course, when the people was living alone and they begin to form the first societies, first communities, tribal communities, they was dealing this kind of social life, social interactions. And by 1800s, when we have printing, and we have books, and then we have also cities, this social gathering thing was very developed already. And so I see the people was searching for some kind of a common being together, but at the same time being isolated. So if you don't want to be a very shallow person, just thinking about recent things, go into history. Look about how it was developing all those social structures. Also, very interesting thing is how it was making the families, and like 1,000-2,000 years ago, how it was living together. And you're gonna see in Scandinavia, like for example, Swedish family. What does it mean? And it's a very interesting fact that you, as a young man, was able get married only if you can make the girl pregnant. If the girl gets pregnant, so you can marry her, because in those times the life was so harsh that if you are not capable to make a kid, what kind of husband you are? Because the kids was the kind of successors, there was a helping personnel in your family who are going to take care of you when you're going to get old. And there's so many interesting things you can read and understand how people was living through all those first communities and social structures. So recent social structures which we have now, like internet, we have applications where we can meet the people, we can represent ourselves, and of course they are very primitive. They just look on the applications as a Tinder, as a Badoo, as a Tantan, as so many other applications where people kind of try to engage with the opposite gender or just to represent themselves. And the Facebook, of course, and Instagram, all those social media networks, they are kind of very primitive in my understanding. There shouldn't be much more better way to manage all those requests. Like major thing in our lives is the good connection with the same-minded people. So in YouTube, I guess, is a very good platform for that matter. So just to keep, if you have something to say, keep in touch. And we're gonna grow this community bigger and bigger, little by little. So we have a little bit more same-minded people. There's gonna be more and more YouTube and social media projects. But the main thing, of course, is gonna be sensibility, like a smartness always, positivity, healthy lifestyle. Well, of course, I'm tempted to do something a little bit kind of more popular for the general public. And I'm gonna do probably that. But for the moment, I keep my vlogs a little bit kind of more or less, maybe not so entertaining, daily routine. But from this point, they're gonna spread to the different kind of directions, and they're gonna be more serious and less serious channels and Facebook pages where I will gonna try accumulate value, different kind of value. It could be entertainment, it could be education, and it could be also the business. But for now, I'm gonna go for my daily routine. I'm gonna exercise, and then I'm gonna get my beautiful papaya. Nice feeling. Well, I'm done with my training. Ooh, full blast. Ooh. Always when you eat a little bit more like peanuts, maybe a little bit too much fruits, you gain a little bit fat. So you exercise more. But in my understanding, this kind of attitude is a little bit wrong. Why is wrong? More you eat, more you need to burn down, which is kind of wasting of the energy and resources of your body. But best possible way could be that you eat only those things which you can digest and utilize, which is like ultimate goal. So then you need to only maintain a little bit kind of small fitness dose, so keep your muscles in tone. And if you overeat, you produce the fat, and you produce the fat immediately. You eat one meal, and if it's in excess, it's gonna go directly to the fat deposit. And the fat isn't anything good. It's just the toxins and more work for your body, more work for each and other organ in your body. You can compare like the car. You have a filtration systems, you have a cooling systems, electricity, and of course main power, like a crankshaft and all the pistons and all those things. So the same thing in the body. There's so many components in your body. So unless you use it and more carefully use it, you don't go over the border, you don't press too much, the better the state your body, your engine gonna be. And if you kind of stretch too much and you grow the muscle, which is like natural response of your body on the stress. So you think, wow, I'm a little bit bigger, a little stronger, but in general you just wear out yourself, which isn't sensible or smart. So the best decision, of course, is you exercise only as much as you need, and of course you eat only as much as you eat. Well, that's the best way to deal with this life. We all have been given this 100 years, so we should utilize the maximum in best possible way. So wherever I see the overweight people, I think, wow, such a sad scene. And I know what it's necessary to fix it and make it happen. And it's not so difficult. First of all, you don't need to be kind of a slave of your tongue. It tastes like that, tastes like that. You're looking for the ingredients. You're not looking for some kind of excitement. Excitement, you can look in the travel, in making the money, having interaction with with the people. That's excitement. And food excitement is outdated. It's useless. It's bad for our health. So all those restaurants with like, you know, when I see the kind of cutting techniques and kind of representing in some special way, for me it's totally useless. If you want to show your acrobatics, you go work in a circus. So you do your acrobatics. So no necessary to show the knife things and so on. If you're gonna go for the taste, well, that's also kind of the useless thing, because you alternate your endocrine system by those tastes. You should keep it kind of in a level of the decent taste and maximum nutritional value. So all the restaurants for me is like nearly useless. Well, I can enjoy sometimes good things, but in general I keep myself healthy by myself. There's nobody who can well, there is some good restaurants and good recipes and smart people, but you're not going to be able to find them in each and other place around the world. Certain places, a little bit Europe, a little bit United States. So yeah, so on the end of the day, we're going to be talking about that more and more specifically. But the thing is, you don't eat too much, you don't exercise too much, keep yourself healthy and sensible, and pay main attention to your to your development, to your smartness, sensibility, and the culture and the arts and the science. Well, that's the main entertainment in a life. I think so. Well, you see who we have. We have a doggies. Doggies. Hello, guys. Hello. Well, yeah. That's a message. So wherever I pump myself, I always feel that is that exercise was good, or this exercise was in excess and totally unnecessary. So, and of course, well, I have been training very hard, and I've been like around 15 kilos maybe in biggest shape. I had the bigger muscles and so on, but with the time I understand how much time and energy you need to spend to just to keep your forms, keep your body in such shape. And in my opinion, it's such a waste of the time mainly, and such a waste of your resources of your body, which isn't endless. Like each another strong man one day gonna be old and weak man, and stronger you are today, the weaker you are and gonna be later. All those tiny kind of very like, you know, very core based guys, they make more than 100 and they make it in good health. And all those kind of steroid guys, well, they have problems with the kidneys and so on, and many they are just disabled and invalids, and they end up very sadly and very badly. So for each cockiness in life, you're gonna be paying. So think about that. Each time when you do something silly, you're gonna be paying for that with your life. Would you like to do that? With your kidney problems, dialysis, they've been getting wet in your pants and so on. Would you like to get that? If you want, be the cocky, and you're gonna get it. If you're gonna be sensible, smart, easy, so you're gonna be able to maintain your body in decent shape and maintain your dignity. So wherever I train, it's nothing to show off. It's just to keep myself in decent shape. And yeah, well, I'm gonna spread this message more and more, and we're gonna be talking about that extensively, because I want to see the people around me happy, healthy, and more happy and healthy society you have around you. Not like changing the world, but just, you know, the people who you know, who you are engaged with. So the better and more healthy they are, the more happy you will be also. Because one smiley person comes over to you with a smile, with some good idea, and ask you to go for the run or small exercise, is much more better than one grumpy, sick person around you. That's for sure, yeah. Well, I get my exercise. Now it's time, I guess, for the swim. Only when you eat clean veggies, you can be a long time in the sun, so your body can deal with the damage of the sun. Because there is a damage, of course, and there is so many beneficial things like producing D3 vitamin and so on, but there is a certain amount of the damage. And if you eat healthy, the damage is very minimal. But if you eat unhealthy, like heavy meats, heavy peanuts, heavy fats, even in the form of avocados, the nuts, it's gonna be difficult for your body to cope with that. So this is the same, like, you know, parallels, like with the engine. Like when it's working in nominal without any kind of hard, heavy load, it runs much more smoother and it's gonna run much more longer. The same with the body. So I get this load of the fat food, so I need to be extra cautious with it. So, and also there is no so much exercise. It's kind of very easy and so on. So half hour in the sun, a little bit exercise, a little bit swim, and then a little bit papaya. Papaya in the middle of the day gonna help you digest all those proteins and the fats, and we will be talking about papaya and papaya lean, which is inside papaya. So I have extensive knowledge and in each another fruit and vegetable and elements which is inside in those foods and how they affect your body. But I'm not touching upon that because it's a long, serious story. And I'm gonna be doing this much more later. Maybe after half year, I will see how I feel about that. And then I'm gonna be making dedicated videos where I'm gonna explain if you eat this one, how it's affect your body, what's gonna be good for your body, what's gonna be bad for your body inside in this food. Because as I told you before, each another food gonna deliver you something good and something bad. So in modern foods, modern research goes this direction that you are eating only those things which are going to give you the positive results. So like the tubes, like people who go into space, they're eating from the tubes. So you're going to be eating from the tubes, maybe in some degree, and going to be digesting only those things which is necessary, which your body is missing. But I believe majority, like main part of the food will be still going from the clean soil, from the sunny place, no herbicides, no pesticides, no fertilizers, clean green things. That's gonna be main part. But with the time, I guess we will gonna be able to develop all those healthy foods which are gonna able to people live 100 and more than 100. Well, yeah. Well, about that we're gonna talk later and more extensively. Hello, hello guys. Well, we're having crowd today here on the beach. Ooh. Guys, what you're doing here?
I'm drunk. Drink your water and
You're just having fun?
Yeah.
You're local guys here, living here? Yeah.
Yeah. There. Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
What is the name of this place?
Malingin. Malingin.
Oh, this one.
Malingin.
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 Malingin. Yeah.
Oh, you see, in Philippines, it's very difficult to say like some words. For example, bangus. They don't say bangus, they say bangus. Something
Bangus.
like something bangus. So if you're gonna say bangus, they can say no, it's not bangus, it's bangus.
Bangus.
So this place is called Malingin.
Malingin. Yeah.
If you are for maybe 1 hour, you feel that you get sunburn.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. It hurts, yeah. So how you manage this sunburn thing, you know? Because for me, I feel I get red here on the shoulders, and I feel like it's touchy, it's like a little bit hurts. How you feel? Same?
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit touchy and hurts. How much time you need to get to sunburn? For example, like half hour?
Minutes.
Minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, as you see, guys, we're all same. Doesn't matter, are you brown or you're white? You're gonna be in sun for maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're gonna get sunburn, yeah? That's all it is. And for me today is kind of limit. I was exercising a little bit, going for the swim, and that's it, I guess.
You're every day here?
Well, yeah, no, nothing much to do. You see, there is kind of lockdown. What can I do? I'm waiting when I'm gonna be able to go to Camiguin, yeah.
White Island.
Huh?
White Island.
Thailand?
White Island. Takay ko mag-snap eh.
White Island.
I saw your vlog in Thailand.
In Thailand, yeah. But the White Island, yeah. I may go there. I will see.
Do you like beach, huh? You like Thailand?
Well, yeah, I like Thailand. I like Indonesia. Have you been traveling?
No. We're just kids.
Yeah. Well, you see, once you begin to travel, you're gonna understand how beautiful world is from different sides. Like you live on this island. Have you been on other islands?
Yes.
Which
Like Camiguin.
Camiguin, yeah. And you see, it's already a little bit different, yeah.
It's a bit different because this is so many trash.
Well, yeah, here is the problem with the trash, yeah. But once you're gonna go out from Philippines, you're gonna go maybe to Singapore or Hong Kong or Japan, you're gonna see how big this difference, yeah. And each another place on this planet Earth can deliver you something else. Like here, for example, we have a beautiful views, beautiful hillsides, yeah.
Yeah.
On Tayan Island, for example, there is no hills, it's like flat, but they have very beautiful white beach, like near like Boracay. It's called Santa Fe Beach. Very, very beautiful, long stretch with the white sand. So each and other place on this planet Earth delivers you something interesting and valuable to see. So traveling is a very valuable stuff.
Yeah.
And I see the guys. One thing, everybody has a tattoo. Why?
Yeah, it's,
Guys,
yeah,
what's
gangster.
with this tattoo?
It's the gangster.
Gangster. Well, guys, I understand. You see, you want to be cool, you want to be kind of interesting. But I will say the gangster thing is a silly thing. It's just
Yeah.
plain stupid thing. The future is in the smart technologies. All this gangster thing is for the poor and stupid people. Yeah, like drugs, like the brutality. Nothing good. The jail, very short life, misery, useless, pointless thing.
Yeah.
And if you want to be trying to be smart and sensible, then you can be the rich. Then you can live very comfortable and beautiful life. So all this gangster is just a nonsense. We'll have a small discussion. Small discussion about modern lifestyle. I guess this like tattoo and gangster thing. I think I must say like that this time, of course, is in the past. We don't have it. We will not gonna be having these things in the future. And there's many reasons why. The main thing is internet and smart technologies. So if you want to be cool, it's not that you make your tattoo and you are kind of playing the silly gangster. No way. If you want to be cool, you need to be rich and free, healthy and smart. So then you can be the cool, and not just to show off to somebody, which is also gonna be working. If you are healthy, if you are rich, if you are smart, people appreciate that. Because when the people look on the gangsters, they think, what the heck, what this silly idiot doing, yeah? Well, there is no value in that. The future lies, of course, in a smart technology, smart approach of the life, and there is a certain amount of the happiness and enjoyment in that. But that's a little bit more higher degree, more quality stuff. It's not like easy nonsense, and I will say, well, I guess it's in the past, it's in a deep past. Like each society which is advanced is a smart society. Like even societies which selling natural resources, and they kind of try to pose that they are rich, like Saudi or or other nations, well, they are not deemed as successful. Well, they have this little bit money for today, but if they don't have infrastructure, if they don't have long-playing companies and infrastructure which are going to deliver the quality and income for the long term, this excessive fat, this excessive money going to be eaten up very fast. It's going to make a little bit fat, and it's going to make a little bit sluggish and lazy. And at the end of the day, those things are going to make those economies sluggish, slow, and return them back to the basis, to the poverty. So only smart technologies can deliver us prosperity. And it's interesting that all smart technologies, they hold each and other aspect of human life, but only in a smart way, like transportation, entertainment, food, communication, like each and other industry just in a smart way. And it's so enjoyable to work in those industries, participate in those industries. And when I see like our successful industries back in Europe, which produce huge amount of the goods, at the same time the pipes which comes from the factories doesn't pollute anything around them. Well, that's beautiful. You have a power of production and you don't spoil the environment around you. Well, that's a smart technology. And we need to implement all those smart technologies, not just in the big industries, but in each and other person life. And well, and that's happening. It's happening little by little. So I hope those guys, you know, they understand that, and all those tattoos and this talk about gangster is gonna be disappearing in the future, and they're gonna be talking about applications, international market, you know, clean up the beach here. They understand that this is a little bit trashy. Well, they understand, but they need to have a social structures to participate in them and make around environment around them beautiful and nice. And I think there is only way, that's implementation of smart technologies, which will power with internet and are very democratized and accessible for everyone. So and of course, like when I talk like that, I may feel that it may sound a little bit complicated and maybe kind of a little bit all around, but you see, the things which I know and I understand, not that many people know and understand. I have been participating in the highest technologies in the world, and I know that for each and other problem which I see here around, we have technology. For this garbage, for recycling materials, for employment, we have everything. And it's kind of, for me, it's funny that, you know, I don't understand, either people don't want to learn from advanced societies like Europe, United States, and good neighbors here in Southeast Asia. Beautiful beach. Well, I'm done with my beautiful experience on the beach. As always, a little bit training, a little bit fresh breeze, a little bit sun. Now I can go back and work on my smart technologies. Yeah. Such a good feeling, you see. The world now is connected, and you will be able to work with any of your smart technologies in remote areas like this. Travel the world, see the world, do the business, and that's well, that's actually makes me content, because when I see so many people are kind of I don't want to say they're wasting all their lives, but you know, They spend most of their time in the cubicles and commuting to the work and back. I think that's also very dangerous and very harmful for society, because people get narrow-sighted, and it's so easy to forget that there is other people around the world, and that they are also normal people. There's no difference. They live the same lifestyles as you. They eat, they sleep, they multiply, and they do everything what you're also doing. And the aspirations which they have also the same. So there is no need to kind of get edgy about, the Chinese, or I don't know, Japanese or Filipinos or whatever. All people are same. There's only the society sometimes makes some individuals angry and unhappy. And this is our work to equalize everything in society and accept each and other person, and make society work and functioning. So then you're gonna see less edgy people, less unhappy people, less crime, less gangs, and so on. Because if there is no job, if there is no opportunities, if there is corruption, of course people are gonna get rough, and gonna do the rough things. And societies which is prosperous, there's no criminal activities. Just look on Europe. It's very little. Only when you have the people who are jobless and societies are corrupt. So traveling is a good thing. Traveling and working remotely is the thing of the future. And I guess so many people gonna be trying to do that in the future. And as always, internet gonna be the main tool for that. If you have a good internet connection, you can do that, and you can work, you can find your workplace, you can socialize with the people. In each and other place where you're going to be going, you're going to be able to find the same-minded people. Like, if you're interested in the physics, chemistry and biology, or the music and the arts, you will be able to find those people through the internet. There's so many different kind of applications. It's just to put in the front what's on your mind. Like, for example, I send the messages that I like to travel, and I invite the people to travel with me. I'm probably going to be doing that in the future. I have been doing that before, but I don't put the people on my videos who don't want to participate, who don't want to be in the videos. So, and I find this communication so easy and so accepted. So many people are willing to chat with you, to exchange, the information, and it's not like long-term commitment or you are your friends forever. No, you're just internet buddies, which is also good. Just to keep in touch. If you have some question, you can ask it. That's a valuable asset to have. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna plug myself to the global network, so I will be able to extract the juice and knowledge which I need to grow, to improve myself, and also share the knowledge which I have been able to accumulate through my life. Because I think each another person who has something to share should do that. Because we see so much nonsense on the internet, so many silly videos, they are flooding, and the silly persons, they don't understand what they produce. They think it's kind of interesting and funny, because you see, we have this expression like mad man laughing in a pain, like a mad man laughing in a pain, and he delivers this madness. And he thinks that we all enjoy that. No, wait, we don't. We don't enjoy that. We're just smart people who don't typically expose ourselves. And this is a time when we must do that, because we see that we are sinking in silliness, Just look on the internet and YouTube, like all those crazy 100 million followers. They follow totally silly persons, and all those followers get more silly and silly with each video which they watch. So and I see big movements like Joe Rogan and which is decent, nothing kind of crazy smart, but very decent information. He's talking with Elon Musk and other guys, and he spreads kind of sensibility. And we need more people like that. And each and other corner around the world, we need just to have the smart people who deliver smart messages. Like I feel like it's enough with the silliness and this he ha 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 useless things, you know. They don't produce anything. They don't make anything. That's either, for me, it's not anything funny. It's just silly. Like I was talking with some person. He says, you know, I don't know if you need to smile or you need to cry when you see that. That's so useless. So yeah. So my advice is just to share. If you have something valuable, share with the people and praise sensibility and smartness, because this is basic value, and it's gonna go over all those silly things and go over the years, and gonna be classical value and in the future when this kind of first silliness wave is gonna go away. It's gonna be very practical, very sensible, and very fundamental. Peaceful day. Beautiful, peaceful day. I see the guys building new cottages. In my eyes, in my mind, it's just some Croatian or Mediterranean coast with this kind of beautiful promenades. And I can imagine this promenade, for example, here, with the small shops, houses. This could be just beautiful, but it's very rarely here in Asia. And actually, when I first time came to Asia, I was shocked. Why? There is no promenades in front of the rivers and a sea line. It doesn't exist. No marinas, nothing. And the sad story, like in Bangkok, and well, the main kind of place is Manila. There is no beach. How is possible? You have a bay and there is no beach. And so many other cities, like they have a sea shoreline and there is no beach. I was thinking, how is it possible? Why? You check the guy's internet, like Nice in France. Decent small city, beautiful bay. Well, that's the way how it's supposed to be. And there's so many small and beautiful cities. Not necessarily the kind of big city have a big resources and industry and infrastructure to make the beach. Each and other small city, they make living of the people who live in this community pleasurable. And all the industries are in industrial areas. Here you're gonna see in a coastline, like, and I'm looking, you know, all those industries over there. Just totally wrong, absolutely wrong. And there's so many generations gonna be looking on that and suffering. Well, yeah, but that's all requires the money. Huge amount of infrastructural improvements. But as always, everything begins with a willingness. First of all, you need to kind of understand that that's not right. It could be better. Like in any possible case in the world. You understand that, like, you know, you are overweight. You need to lose your weight. You understand that you don't know nothing about nothing, so you need to learn something. Or you understand that in order to get a better job, you need to have a better education. It always begins with understanding that you want to reach something better in your life. And for this better, you need to accomplish something. Like, get the education, and then apply for the job. And you're not going to be alone who's going to be applying for this job. You're going to be going to the competition, and only if you're going to be if you're going to be smart enough and so on, you're going to get this job. Otherwise, you're not going to be qualified. So you understand the problem is you make a route, you see the perspectives how you can make it, like urban planning and so on, and then you need to execute that. And all those long-term projects, they could be like little by little, like for example, cleaning day. Yeah, once in 3 months, cleaning day. Everybody goes out and clean all the things around them. Yeah, and so many small things which can could be implemented, gonna improve dramatically. After cleaning day, you make the most beautiful house or most beautiful barangay, most cleanest barangay. Different kind of competitions. We have them in Europe, and they work, and people strive, and they are happy and they're proud that they have a beautiful house and beautiful landscaping. So there is just so many small things which people can learn and implement in their lives, only if they are willing to do that. If no, then no. And sometimes when I speak with the people here, that they say the poverty here is because of reasons. It's not because of some kind of natural disaster or unavoidable things. This is mainly the thing of the culture. So people choose this kind of attitude, and it's gonna be like this until the people are gonna think that that's okay and that's normal. And, the more young people are gonna be traveling, more they're gonna be able to see the advanced world. They're gonna come over back at home and they're all gonna try implement all those things. So for this reason I will say that I feel it's gonna be okay. Yeah. More international experience and implementing those tools gonna give a boost to the local societies here. Same with Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia does more or less good, but also lagging in some places, little by little. We work on those technologies like each day. When I watch our news and what the people talking about, and it's always about practical things, fixing the road, improving infrastructure, making the house for the elderly, improving the roads for disabled people, and there's so many practical things we're dealing like each day, and we're improving them. We don't talk about the fights and sharing resources, and sometimes a little bit, but in the same time it's a huge amount of the practical work which people are solving day by day. Yeah, it's just unacceptable. One more bag. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, and the cleaning begins with yourself. You pick up your garbage with you. So, and then also you need to be kind of open. If you see the neighbor do something wrong, you need to say it. You need to have infrastructure, and you need to have a system that if you see somebody's trashing, so you can you can trigger the system that this person is gonna be penalized. So if you do something silly, you're gonna be penalized. Experience Singapore. I guess if people are gonna learn from the management in Singapore. It could be solution for so many problems, maybe even all of them. Okay, I'm done with beach. that's the biggest problem in Philippines. Like management of the animals, like dogs and the roosters. It's totally wrong. First of all, it's so much noise, and also all the aspects of the managing the animals. They should be more humane, I will say so. So many animals are on leash, unnecessary. And you see they are barking all the time, and so the main problem, of course, is a noise pollution. Like roosters are everywhere. You can't just think. You're gonna be listening all the time, you know, barking the dog and the rooster. Your mind is never attached to any kind of valuable. No science, no nothing. You just can't think. You're constantly listening, dogs and roosters. So your mindset is reduced to the level of the dog. The same way. He's barking, you're listening. So that's your level of the understanding of the science, technology, and so on. And that's kind of a very bad and very sad scene, which doesn't exist in Europe, you know. It's always quiet and intelligent environment. But maybe I will just get information what I need for that, for this driver license conversation.
So medical or in other medical your passport
Medical checking, yeah.
or TIN number, BIR TIN number.
We can go step by step. First of all, I need to have medical checkpoint, yeah.
Oh, yes, TIN number.
In some of those companies, I saw the medical one there and one there, yeah.
Yes, this week.
Okay. So I get this medical approval, and then next step,
At least ang medical, at least LT accredited.
yeah. So medical, we have medical. So next step, what I need to have next one?
Yes, sir. NBI.
NBI.
Yes, sir.
What's this NBI?
NBI.
What is NBI?
NBI. Police clearance.
One more time.
Police clearance.
Police clearance.
Yes. Yes. Well, three transactions. So your license compared to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Police clearance,
Yeah.
TIN number, BIR,
BIR.
BIR, Bureau of Internal Revenue. Bureau of Internal Revenue.
What's that?
BIR. BI.
But
TIN.
Well, you see, it's always like this, you know. You need to know a specific procedure which you need to follow. So the first gonna be TIN.
TIN number.
What does it mean, this TIN?
That's
Number.
tax identification number.
Tax identification number,
It
yeah.
will be issued from the Bureau, the BIR, the Bureau of Internal
Revenue.
Revenue at Bulwa.
Bulwa, Westbourne Terminal. Certificate
You have
for yourself.
Medical certificate, okay.
Yes, NBI.
This is police clearance, yeah.
National Bureau of Investigation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I get information what I need. That was my purpose today, just to come over and understand what I need to convert my driver license. So I'm gonna do that.